Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am looking forward to doing a full face of my shop, my stash, chopping block items. I have some things that I'm really looking forward to. I have some things that I know for sure that I'm testing whether or not they are going to stay or go. I have a palette that I haven't played with in a while that I just love. Needed to pay some attention to it. So if that sounds like fun, just keep watching. I'll start with the eyes, and the palette that I'm so excited to play with is this Tiny Marvels palette, which was a collaboration between Sidney Grace and Mel Thompson. May she rest in peace. Love you, Mel. This is what the palette looks like. I made sure that it is available. I have been playing with this, having a great time, and today I want to incorporate this purple somehow and figure out what I'm gonna do around it. There's only one shade that I don't love in this palette, and it's right here, this duochrome. I just am not a big duochrome person. Going here, and I feel like Tree Hopper is going to be a nice transition shade. I did already prime my eyes with my favorite eyeshadow primer at the moment, which is the Ulta matte eyeshadow primer. I did also do my eyebrows. Of course, I'm going to have everything listed in the description box below. So Tree Hopper is very close to my skin tone, but a perfect shade for those other colors to transition into. Comment below if you know who Mel Thompson is. I will link her channel in the description box below because her videos are still up. She passed away a couple of years ago, but her content is timeless. I'm gonna take the same shade and just dust it under the eyes. I just realized I didn't prime my face, so I'm gonna do that next. In my stash, I wanted to use the Huda Glowish Blur Jam. I've been playing with this, and what I've found is while it's blurring, it's not super mattifying. So I'm gonna double prime today. I grabbed my Revolution liquid powder. I have not played with this in a while, and if I remember correctly, it is pretty darn good at mattifying the skin. Hopefully I don't get a white cast. I know you do have to sort of be careful, making sure you don't use too much, and patting it in. Now for the Huda Blur Jam. I don't love that you have to go into this tub, and of course I forgot my scoopy thing. Just gonna use the end of a brush that I have here, and I'm going to see if I can keep this on my face. Now this, it feels thick at first, but it does thin out pretty quickly, and it feels cooling. I do like it. I just wish it did more to mattify my skin. Now I can get back to the eyes. I think what I'll do is I'll go in with Jewel B on a flat brush and just pack that all over the lid and maybe even bring it up a little. I want to see how this does for a potentially matte eyeshadow look. We shall see. Just going in a couple of times to build this up. Isn't that color just the prettiest? Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is an Essence Smoky Eyes. I own a bunch of these. They are a great little precise brush if you're looking for one. And I'm just taking that Jewel B a little further up into my crease. I like it. Just doing the same thing on the other eye. Now I'm going to go into this It Cosmetics and Ulta Beauty little fat and flat brush, and I'm going to go into Bugaboo, which is like a deeper plummy purple, and I'm just going to press this on the outer corner, just pressing it in, and just flicking out the edges there. That looks nice. Good. Now maybe I'll try a little bit of this Love Bug, which isn't quite as bright as Jewel B, and I'm gonna use that to blend out the Bugaboo. and I'm being super soft. I just want it to blend all together while still giving a gradient of bright to deep. Just for funsies, I'm going to take Mantis, which is this green shade. I am going to wet it a little with my Fight Dirty setting spray just to intensify it a little bit, and I'm going to take that underneath. I feel like green and purple go so well together, especially in the fall Halloween time. This is a Profusion brush, the small pointed brush. That's fun. Now I'm going to take that Bugaboo and I'm going to pull it, and this is that It Cosmetics Ulta brush that I was using for it, and just pull that color underneath. I like to do that when I'm doing a completely different color on the bottom. Take that outer corner shade and just pull it around a little bit. A little bit of a watery eye situation. That is no fun. I'm just going to go back into that Jewel Bee and make sure that this lid is properly blended between the Bugaboo and the Jewel Bee. Now I may come back to the inner corner and put a little shimmer in there. I'll use my black AOA liner for my waterline. And then of course my Tresluce liquid liner. I might as well throw some top mascara on. This is my MAC Stack. Stay tuned, make sure you are subscribed. I am about to do a big mascara declutter. My mascara drawer is out of control, and I do believe that I've had quite a few of them for way too long. So I took advantage of some deals at Sephora. I got a few new ones. I'm kind of liking opening them all at the same time. It's fun. I like to rotate everything. But I'll let you know what is in my stash that I would absolutely repurchase, or it was fun to try and now you're gone. Usually mascaras that I absolutely do not like, I get rid of, because there's so many good mascaras out there. And this from MAC is definitely one of them. Mel Thompson also had a soft spot for MAC. I believe she worked for them, but she used the Giga Black tubing mascara on her bottom lashes. I believe I still have one in my backup drawer. I saw it on sale and grabbed it, but it's a really good tubing mascara. I think that's the first one I ever really enjoyed. Isn't that mascara pretty? I got a little bit on my lid. I'll wait for it to completely dry and I'll fix it. For foundation, for my Shop My Stash, I picked up this Kiko Nothing Matter foundation. I am almost done with it. It is a little thicker than my preference. I think that's why I don't reach for it as much as I should. But in the few days, the week since I did my Shop My Stash video, of course, I am making an effort to really use it, and I do like it. If thickness of the foundation doesn't bother you, it gives good coverage and does keep me matte for a decent amount of time. I mean, I demand a lot out of my foundation. I put it on days I'm not filming. The foundation goes on at 5:30 in the morning and comes off at 9:30 at night. Looks good. This is my Haley's Beauty brush. My Stands Out sponge is in the needs to be washed pile. Still loving that. And look how much foundation I have left on my hand. You need so little. For concealer, I grabbed this one from Merit. It's called the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. I, of course, will have all of the shades and the prices and links in the description box. This is what it looks like. If packaging is a thing for you, this is beautiful. It feels nice and weighty. I did forget to tell you that I did put some of my Becca Under Eye Brightener underneath my eyes. I figured that would help a little bit. I am a mess. I can't find any of my brushes, so I have this one from e.l.f. This is the concealer brush that I liked for a very long time before I fell in love with the one that I use typically from Eco Tools or the Rare Beauty. I'm gonna go ahead and tap this in. I figured having the Becca underneath would help it along if I needed more coverage. And also the setting powder I'm going to use is brightening. The consistency is nice. It doesn't feel too thick or heavy. I would call it a light to medium coverage concealer, which is not necessarily my preference, but it did a nice job. I brought my Essence Brighten Up banana powder to use underneath because I know that it does a good job brightening. Looking up close, it looks nice and smooth on the under eyes. Now I'll go in with my Essence on my puff. I always make a face. Good. In my shop, my stash is this contour stick from Wet n Wild. I have another shade that I think I prefer. This is the Oaks on You, and I'm gonna put a dent in it, and then after a few weeks decide if I want this one or if I just want to use the other one. I'll post what the name of that one is. I don't have it in here. BH Cosmetics brush. All right, the color is looking nice. It's looking neutral to me, not cool, maybe a tinge warm, but pretty neutral. Blends easily. The only thing that is a negative about these sticks, because I have blushes and contour bronzers, it's just that the cap is a little weak. It's a little flimsy. I wouldn't travel with it. For blush, I had grabbed my AOA cream blush. It's $1. I have it in 2 shades. This one is Demure. I like this one because it kind of goes with everything. It's not too pink, it's not too beach, it's almost like a brownie nude, kind of like my Powder Essence one that I like so much. Yeah, these are nice blushes. While this is setting, before I go in with my powder bronzer, I'll go ahead and throw some of my MAC on my bottom lashes. You noticed I haven't been using a lot of tubing mascaras on the bottom. I've been having good luck with my mascaras not coming down and running on me. The last one that happened to was the Tarte Waterproof, if you can believe that. I think I do want to brighten that inner corner, so I'm going to go back into my palette, and I think I'll go in with Web. Let me find a small brush. Here's a really little one from AOA. This is the E134. Just a little bit of brightness. And while I normally like a matte inner corner, I like to do a shimmer when my eye look is matte. The top of my eyebrow, I like it. I'm gonna set my bronzer with the Ulta Beauty Baked Bronzer. Jasmine brushes. Thank you, Boxycharm. Do a little bit on my nose. For powder, I had grabbed this Revolution Super Matte Powder. This is from the Relove collection. I still like that liner a lot, the Slick Flick. I use that quite a bit. And this powder is another favorite if you're looking for something to mattify and smooth. It does a good job. I have Noreen Beauty for my lip products. This is, I believe, Whiskey is the shade and Lust is the shade on the lipstick. I'll go ahead and blot it and add a gloss. I think I'll go with this newer one that I just got recently from Maybelline, 020 Sun. Best gloss at the drugstore, if you ask me. A little Fight Dirty setting spray from Wet n Wild. So there it is. This was the full face of items that are in my chopping block. I am very happy with the look. I like the purple and green. I think it turned out really nice, really fun. Got a doctor's appointment with my mama today. Let me know what you think. Are you working on things in your own makeup stash? I encourage you to do that. We have some beautiful makeup. It's fun to try the new things, but it's also responsible and enjoyable a lot of times to use the things that we already have. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave. I would love to have you join me. I upload videos on Mondays and Saturdays. Hit the notification bell. You'll get notified every time that I do upload. Give the video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And of course, leave me a comment. I love chatting with you in the comment section. Have a fabulous day. I'll see you in the next one.